best time of year to winterize your lawn and get things ready for the snow that's going to come. I don't like to say snow, but we're going to say it anyway, is between Halloween and Thanksgiving. And so it's a perfect time to get out there and get your lawn prepared. First thing I like to do is mow the lawn really close, and so I'll go out there, and as I'm gathering up leaves, because leaves are still falling off the trees usually in that early part of November, we'll mow the grass down really low, pick up all the leaves and grass clippings while you're at it. You can put that in the compost pile, you can work that into your garden. There's a lot of different ways to use that, but you want your grass to be really, really short. Once you've got your grass really short, then we're going to apply a fertilizer like Fertilum's Winterizer. And Winterizer has a nice slow release nitrogen in there. It has a lot of micronutrients, a little bit of phosphorus, a little bit of potassium, but it's a great way to get your lawn to rejuvenate and revive after a really hot, stressful summer. And so by putting a Winterizer on, I really think the Winterizer is probably the most critical fertilizer of the season, but some people don't do it because kind of time constraints and it's hard to get it on, and who knows when it's going to snow. I try and watch the weather and put it on right before it looks like it's going to snow, and it's going to stay for the rest of the season. So Winterizer goes on, sits there and feeds it like all winter long, so really strengthens the root system, gets the grass back healthy again, and in the spring, as soon as the snow melts, grass just like takes off like crazy. So nice application of a Winterizer between Halloween and Thanksgiving, and I've pushed it as late as the first week of December before as well too, and it's just critical that you get that fertilizer on right now. The other reason we mow the grass really short is for voles, because we've seen an invasion of voles the last 5 or 8 years. There's been a lot of vole activity, and they'll do damage in your grass throughout the wintertime. They just dig these little tunnels through the grass, and the snow melts in the spring, and homeowners will go out there and look, and like the grass has been damaged. There's big dead spots and little trails all over the place. And those are voles that do that, and they look like mice, but they don't have long tails. They have really short tails, and they're a little bit more grayish in color than they are brown, like true field mice. And so the best way to prevent that damage is to mow that grass really, really short. You can put a repellent out there like the Mulgo. So Mulgo is made from castor oil, so it's non-toxic for people, non-toxic for pets, but it has a very distinctive smell, and rodents really don't like that smell. And so the Mulgo granules, you can broadcast those out. It comes in a liquid as well too, if it's easier for you to spray it out there, but it lasts for really close to about 4 weeks. And so we try and put that on right before it snows as well too, because it will last longer underneath the snow. So we'll apply that Mulgo right after you put your Winterizer fertilizer on. Apply the Mulgo, and if you really have a bad problem, you need to just like get rid of some of the voles. We have some very safe baits as well too. So this zinc bait is very attractive to the voles. It's got a wheat carrier to it, so you can actually see the wheat. There we go. It's a wheat carrier, but the great thing about the zinc bait is it doesn't affect second generation consumers. And so if you've got some voles that eat it, and then your dog gets the vole or a cat gets the vole and eats it, it will be non-toxic to the cats or the dogs, or even if birds eat it, it won't hurt the birds. It really kind of paralyzes the rodent's digestive system. That's a very gross generalization, but it affects their digestive system. They can't digest it, and they end up dying from it as well too. So if you need to get rid of the voles, this is probably one of the best bets. You can put it down in the holes. You can make little bait stations with PVC pipe. We just got to get it in areas where they're going to find it and they're going to eat it if you need to really decrease the population. The Mulgo just repels them, makes them go to your neighbor's house instead. So Mulgo, great way to drive them out of your property, get them to go somewhere else. We've got some baits if you really need to get rid of them. And then by doing those two things, by winterizing, trying to control your voles, you should have a great, great lawn looking next spring. As soon as the snow melts, grass is going to green up and take off like crazy. Winterizer, one of the most important fertilizations of the year.